on, everybody? This is Brandon down here at Snake River Fly. I got another fly tying tutorial for you today. This one is another balanced leech. It's called the long cut leech, mainly because our long cut hydro hackle is back. Got it in 5 or 6, maybe 7 different colors. We're gonna do it in brown today. The hook I have in the vise is a brand new one that you're gonna find on the site now. This is the Masu Big Nymph jig hook. 60 degree, really long shank. This is a number 8, got them in 8s and 6s. Coolest part is you get this really wide gap with this aggressive kind of up point here, similar to like some of your bass style hooks. Perfect for this, for the taper and everything that we're gonna use. I got it balanced. I got my pin with my 4.0 tungsten bead already attached here, 6/0 Semper thread, and we're just gonna jump into it. So, first part is we're gonna take some floss. You can do this in a bunch of different colors, where we like fishing, the snake, chartreuse, and orange seem to be kind of the most consistent hotspot colors. But we're just gonna take a pretty good chunk of this floss and we're gonna fold it over a couple times, like so. And we're just gonna tie that in off the back here. And we're gonna bring our thread up to where our pin ends. That way we don't have a big bump there. And so then we'll just wrap that, double that over, and then we can use this other stuff. I'm gonna cut this out here, maybe 1/2 inch or so. Fluff this up, creating this hot tag, just like on some of the hot tag nymphs that you see. Okay, so next, take some of our long cut hydro. And this is in the brown color. Yet again, you can see very similar to our standard hydro hackle, but about double the length, not nearly as flashy, a little more subdued. So we're gonna take a good chunk of that. We're just gonna tie that in on the back here. A few securing wraps. And then we're just gonna bring our thread and advance that all the way up to behind the bead. Okay, and then all we're gonna do is just palmer this. And so before we do, sometimes it wants to kind of stick on itself. It's really soft and wispy. We're just gonna get this all to lay the right way here. And with every wrap, we're gonna stroke those fibers back, like so. And then what you're gonna see here at the end is how this stuff wants to come off the back of this hook. It's, instant taper, instant perfect leech body. We're gonna brush it out to kind of give it a little bit more volume and kind of fill it up. But that tag in the back, when this fly gets wet, turns into just a giant glowing hot spot, right? I guess that's why they call it that. So it's really pronounced back there. Seems to help kind of trigger some fish to eat. Then we get up behind the bead here, couple wraps, pull that tight. Like always, 2 wraps behind, pull it down, pull that fiber back, wraps in front. Gonna come in here, trim that out. And then we'll get this cleaned up here in just a second. So we're gonna do a few cleanup wraps here. Last but not least, we're gonna take some UV brown ice dub. If anybody's tied a Duracell or fished one, you know that this stuff is fishy. So we're just gonna take a pretty generous clump of that, and we're just gonna stack it. That way you kind of get all those fibers to line up, and we're just gonna create a little veil. Jacob, if you're watching, I'm sorry, but I had to. So this collar on here, we're gonna pull all that back, like so. Just gonna add a little bit more bulk and definition on the front end of that fly and a little bit of flash. Okay, and we'll come in and whip finish, like so. Give it a handful, make sure that's really locked in. Okay, now we'll come in with our little scrubber brush. We're gonna pick that ice stub out, probably gonna lose a little bit, not the end of the world. And then we're gonna brush through that long cut. You can see the texture of that fiber change. It goes from really wispy to now all of a sudden it's a little bit fuller in a sense. Okay, so once we got that, come through with your hands Give that the old pinch and roll, and you got the perfect swimmy leech right there. Like I said, I've been fishing this on the snake a lot. Works really well on the lakes. Very similar to like, like the zero gravity dub. It's really soft, has tons of movement. And even if you were to fish this just like a streamer and strip it back, you get that really cool ribbon kind of look when these leeches swim. So, but that is the long cut leech. Appreciate you guys watching. If you haven't subscribed to our channel, we would love it if you did. We see a lot of you guys watching our videos that haven't. So thumbs up and all that kind of jazz would be sweet. You find all these on snakeriverfly.com and our YouTube. So appreciate it a ton, and happy tying.